Hi, welcome to our first kind of mock-up bit of introduction podcast here, live from the headquarters on Riverside Drive. We are surrounded and welcoming tonight our first guest, who is very well known to me. It would be my 9-year-old daughter, Caoimhe. We thought it would be interesting to hear from her what she thinks busy lives look like from parental point of view, and also just to kind of have a bit of a chat with Caoimhe about what her week has been like and what kind of floats her boat and what she enjoys and all those different types of things.
What I've missed.
And what she's missed, of course. But let's start tonight, Caoimhe, by you explaining to the audience a little bit about your name.
So, Caoimhe means, so if you look it up on Safari or Google, Caoimhe means beautiful. I think
Yes.
beautiful, maybe.
Ooh.
Precious. Am I precious?
You're
And
very
gentle.
precious.
Not gentle with the football.
Sometimes, maybe. Maybe. Okay, right, that's fine. Now, Caoimhe, talk to me. Your week this week was a bit disrupted. Let's be honest. It was.
Yes. So, I was off school because I was really sick. I vomited 15 to 16 times. Had to go to the hospital. Was it yesterday?
Yesterday, yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
And I had to have these fluid, and I had to do the fluid challenge.
The
If
only,
I could keep the fluid in.
I suppose for you, the exciting bit was the word challenge. You do like a good challenge.
Yeah, but I thought it was going to be fizzy drink, and I was so annoyed.
Oh, yeah.
It was just like a straw orange drink or something.
So when the doctor came in and said the fluid challenge, her eyes lit up, and then he mentioned sugary drinks would be part of the challenge. And of course, the natural thing for a child to assume would be that a sugary drink was a fizzy drink, and that really is an exciting prospect for you.
Disappointing.
Yeah, so anyway, long story short, Caoimhe had a little bit of an infection which got a bit out of hand, and her temperature went through the roof, and as did her reaction to that, and her sickness went on a little bit longer than we expected. But we're not here to talk about that, because here she is, as you can see, bounced back, the normal Caoimhe, which we were looking forward to seeing tonight. She's had about 48 hours of being completely not herself, which we have not liked. We are more than happy to have back our bouncy, loud, shouting around the place, doing kick-ups in the sitting room Caoimhe. So welcome back, Caoimhe. Now, over to talking about what a typical week looks like. So this week I know you were disappointed because you missed something big, didn't you?
Yes.
What did you miss?
Apparently, no, not apparently, because I know I'm a very sporty person.
You're very what, sorry?
Sporty person.
Okay.
And especially in school.
Yes.
So, it was sports week this week.
It was.
There was a lot of sporty things on.
Mm-hmm.
And because I was sick, I obviously missed school. So sports week, you didn't do sports every day. Each year got to do a sports day each, like basketball, netball, and the parents got to come and do the parents' race, which you love to do.
Yeah, why do I love to do it?
Because you always win the mum's race.
Yes,
And
I
you always
do.
come in your gym clothes, and you're like, let's get this going.
Oh God, I hope I don't do that. But yeah, it was disappointing to miss it, because actually the weather was supposed to be peeing down rain, but it actually ended up, I think, being dry for most of the day.
Very
so
hot.
yeah, so we were disappointed we missed it, but we see a lot of sport all the time, don't we, with you playing. So we need not kind of focus on not being there this week, either of us, because it is what it is, and it's been and gone. So onwards we go. Now, day to day though, Caoimhe, what is it that you love to do in terms of sport?
So, here's, what do you mean?
Like, what say your top 4 sports that you're involved in?
So I've got a lot of sports. So first, oh my God, this makes so much noise.
Mm-hmm.
So first we've got football and Gaelic. They're both balancing at the top.
Okay.
They're one of my favourites.
Yeah, Gaelic and soccer, as we call it.
Yeah, Gaelic and soccer.
Okay.
Blah blah blah. They're both balancing at the top. I love them both.
Can I just interrupt you for a second? This obviously podcast is about parental mayhem, and majority of people on here will be grown adults, and from time to time, hopefully, a guest speaker like Caoimhe. You see this microphone I have in my hand now. I'm not an angry person, and or violent, I wouldn't think. But right now, I feel like getting this and throttling it over my husband, because I must have told him 5 times, I am recording something with Caoimhe in the office, can you please be quiet? And this is all I can hear the last 10 minutes. Oh my goodness, stop bloody whistling, will ya? Anyway, back to you, Caoimhe. You were talking about your top sports.
So football and Gaelic are kind of like balanced in. Soccer, football, are kind of like balanced on top. Then tag rugby. I love tag rugby.
Yeah.
I just started doing it. Apparently, I'm really good at it. It's quite easy for me.
Okay.
I really like playing matches. Next sport.
Yeah, obviously, I think all sports, it's important to know which ones are top. And obviously, I think at the moment, Gaelic soccer, tag rugby, you like swimming, I think you like athletics, all those different things. But just to kind of cut to another point that I wanted to bring up was, what is it about being on the pitch, whether that be Gaelic soccer, tag rugby, in a swimming pool, on an athletics track? What is it specifically that makes you happy and want to keep winning and getting better? You're 9 now, so what is your motivator?
So my motivator is like, so whenever I'm about to give up, I think about those people who are like, Caoimhe, you cannot do this. You can't do this, Caoimhe. Give up, stupid idiot.
Just hang on. Has anyone ever said that to you? Or are these just kind of the like? Would you say you're imagining these voices to get you to go?
No, it's some of my friends.
Oh, okay, right. Well, we won't start naming names. So
Yeah.
some people would say to you, "Oh, give up, Caoimhe, you're not that good," and then that makes you better, or want to be better, or it makes you kind of want to win.
Prove to them that I can do something. Like, look at this. What did I just do there?
Yeah, I scored a goal. Look at that. But that aside, though,
It's being quite selfish.
No. But if you were to kind of park that and think, right, okay, forget about all the people who I'm trying to prove to. Is there anyone else you're trying to prove yourself to? When you want to win, if you've come second in something, for example, what makes you want to come first, apart from the other people commenting?
Grandad Paddy.
Grandad Paddy. Okay, fine.
And Nanny Mary.
Her great-grandparents who are deceased, or rest in peace. Is there anything else? Is there any specific person that you want to win for?
Are you trying to get me to say you?
No, I'm not trying to get you to say me at all. Dig deep and think, how do you feel better if you come first instead of
me.
Yes, there we go. But I'm not telling you to feel like that. I'm asking you, is that how you feel?
Sometimes, yeah.
So, would you prefer to come first because it makes you feel better?
Yeah, I like when I come second, I'm like, okay, we can do better next time.
Okay.
And then next time, I get first.
Yeah. What do you do if you come second, but you want to come first? What do you do to make yourself better?
Practice.
Okay.
Practice makes perfect.
Fair enough. Some people would argue, but I would agree. And again, I don't want people to think I'm some sort of a pushy parent trying to get you to come first, because whilst I'm never going to be that parent who says that it's all about taking part, I'm also never going to be that parent who says you have to win or else we won't be happy, or you shouldn't be happy yourself unless you win. So there's a balance there, and that's something we will be covering in the podcast further in. But I think it's quite interesting to hear from a 9-year-old's perspective. Although I may have fed a lot of that into her and really kind of prompted and hinted for the answers, I knew the answers were there somewhere, so I was just digging a bit deeper. So when you're out there, Caoimhe, though, and you're playing sport, it is important that you enjoy it. Talk to me about a time you were playing a match or you were doing something and you didn't enjoy it. Let's talk about that. Let's not all be overly positive. When have you been involved in a sporting situation that you have not enjoyed?
Let's think 1 second, guys.
Just try and think, was there anything? I can't specifically think of anything that I remember as your mum where you've kind of just came off and said, I didn't enjoy that because XYZ happened, or because this didn't happen. But there probably is something. It might have been something I wasn't even there for, like a school match or a break time match or something like that. Was there anything that you didn't specifically enjoy? No, that's fair enough. Sometimes it doesn't just come straight to you, something that you didn't enjoy. Okay, so moving on from sports and enjoyment and all that kind of stuff. Tell me a little bit about kind of your week when you think about kind of what you do. What do you enjoy doing apart from sport?
Do maths.
Doing maths, okay, that's a
like
good one.
my favourite subject. No, PE actually.
PE is your favourite, maths is your second, yeah. You like doing times tables, is that right?
Yeah.
What's
Yes.
6 sixes then?
36.
Nice. What's 6 fives?
Just 1 second. We 30.
Yes, that's better. Okay, so you enjoy maths, you enjoy sports, that's interesting. Now, just because you know this podcast is a little bit about parents and grown-ups and people just talking about life in general, can you talk to me a little bit about what you think it's like to be a mum or a dad in today's world where people work hard, think about their careers, they try to get fit, they have a lot going on in their lives, generally parents, don't they? They try to have a life of their own. What do you think it's like for a parent in terms of the joy? What makes your parents happy, do you think?
Their children.
Their children,
Sometimes
yeah.
their children, like, when they're like, say they're going out for like one-on-one.
One-to-one, like...
Yeah, one-to-one. Say they go out to like, not Starbucks, but like a calm coffee shop.
Okay, yeah. And they just have a bit of time
Go
to
for like
talk.
breakfast or something.
Yeah, that is joyous.
Like, you know, no, I can't say anything. Scrumptious tea rooms up the road.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, there's a lovely cafe in Ermston I would highly recommend to people called Scrumptious Tea Rooms. It's within walking distance of us here, and they provide a lovely environment, lovely china teacups. I think that's what got me. A beautiful breakfast and brunches and all that kind of stuff. So
Pancakes are so fluffy, they're so nice.
they are, in fact, very good. But that is true, Caoimhe, that you make a really valid point there, that, you know, joy can come from simple things like just going out and having a pancake with somebody. Sometimes it can come from a walk. What else do you think makes parents really happy, besides from spending time one-on-one? What else do you think makes your parents happy, or parents in general happy?
Doing things on their own.
Absolutely. So parents need some time on their own. They need to go out and have their own life. It's part and parcel of becoming a parent that you have a choice, I think, when you become a parent. Now, some would argue with that, because some would say, well, not everybody has a great support network, or some people have a support network but they don't want to lean on it too much, and that's fair enough. But what I mean by you have a choice is you make the decision whether or not to lean on that. And if you have no support network, then you've got to go and find it if you want to have a life of your own. So the balance really is about making that decision. And certainly when I became a parent, I wanted to become a parent, but I didn't want to lose being Aisling either, or being a sister, or being a daughter.
What were you before you were a parent?
I was Aisling, and I still
Who's
am.
Aisling?
Very funny.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Don't know who's Aisling.
Good point. Anyway, we digress. But yeah, it's very important for parents to have their own life. And you are right, that does give us joy, is to be able to go off and do our own thing and come back and appreciate you guys as well. There is something, though, that makes parents really happy that you've not touched on yet. And I know you're only 9 and it's late at night and there's no pressure, but what do you think that might be?
When they spend time with their partners.
Yeah, that's correct. Oh gosh. Okay, that's correct. But there is something else that makes me really happy in life, and Daddy really happy in life, and lots of parents really happy in life. It's something to do with you guys.
When we're in school, because you get away from us.
Oh my goodness, what is she painting of me? No, I will give you the answer. What makes parents really happy is seeing their children really happy. Yes. I spend a lot of my time making sure you guys are happy, whilst trying to balance not giving you Happy Meals every day and not giving you Starbucks every day, because I know that makes you happy, but that's materialistic. Do you know what I mean by materialistic? Excuse me.
Almond's mum, where she goes out when she goes.
You've gone a bit unclear there.
What's an almond mum? Forgot what an almond mum was.
Say it a bit more clear.
What's an almond mum?
I don't know what an almond mum is, but somebody... Yeah, somebody recently actually said it to me, in work actually. Somebody said to me, has anyone ever called you an almond mum? And I was like, I don't know what it means. So I think it's something got to do with one of those mums who shows up in the leggings and is, you know, has an avocado for lunch and talks about going to, I don't know, a baby shower on a Saturday and the gym on a Sunday.
What is a baby shower?
It's basically where before the baby's born, you go away with all your, or you go and do something with all your friends. They all get pissed, or excuse me, they all get a little bit drunk, but you can't do that because you have a baby growing inside you and you need to protect it. So you sit there and have
And you just be jealous and
yeah.
look like, oh my god, I'm so jealous. I'm literally gonna go.
Yeah, so your baby's kicking and they're all getting a little bit wasted. So that can be a little bit of fun. I didn't have any. Surprise. So yeah, we digressed completely there. What were we talking about?
I forgot.
Oh wow, this is not a good podcast. We have already forgotten what we were talking about. Anyway, we're going to wrap up soon because we basically just wanted to to kind of do a trial run, and at the moment I have mum ringing me.
Answer on the podcast.
No.
Please.
No.
Answer.
Hello.
Oh my god, she's hanging.
She hung up. That was my mum ringing me. Ow, headache. Right, okay, so we were nearly ready to wrap up, weren't we? But we were going to finish with this little thing that we decided earlier. I'm going to sing one line of a song, she's going to sing the next. So
like
feel free
quiz.
to just get out of here right now. So it's a song quiz, and we're going to see who ends up like stalling. Probably me. So
we each take turns. Who can you say a verse, then I say a verse, then I make.
I don't think we're going to get as far as a verse. I think it's going to be a line or a word. So let's go. You ready?
Yeah.
You start.
No, you start.
Oh, Roche.
The Vaholia.
Oh, Roche.
Vaholia.
Oh, Roche.
Vaholia.
And Nisher Hopton.
Taway to Gwan, you will for Chaktoon.
And that's it, we're gone. We're gone, guys. Tune back in next time to hear us, because Caoimhe, you've been a blast. We can't have you on every week. It is a grown-up zone, but what a great opener. Anything to add at the end?
Nah, buff.
Anything to add at the end?
Nah.
Have you enjoyed being on parental?
I gotta.
You talk like that.
So I got the double McFlurry.
A double. Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
that
we
was
can
it.
tell about
So-
today. She's ringing you again.
I know. I'll
Just
answer.
end the podcast quick.
Okay, we're going to end the podcast on double chocolate pie from McDonald's was a letdown. What would you give it out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Oh wow, you said
No, I think 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
6, 7,
Bye,
7
guys.
Bye.
See you soon.